Beep, 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 beep. How are we doing? Everybody, are you okay? I'm gradually getting there with all this, right? Bit by bit. So I'm doing some walking videos, I'm doing some sitting videos, different chairs. I've tried different things, right? And thank you all so much for your feedback. Like, it's echoey and you need to do X and you need to do Y. It's really important that I hear from you on that front because it means that, I can get better at what I do, which is why I'm always interested in learning some stuff. And people giving you feedback is a good way to learn, especially if you're doing this type of thing, where you're flaunting yourself publicly in front of people. Show a man a camera and he shows off. I refuse to stoop. As if, right? So, become a warrior teacher. Yeah, come and join us. Starting in October. Okay, and a few, but not enough. We need lots of people to be able to run it. So come and join us in October. That'd be great. Buy me a coffee if you can. They've been demonetizing me again. I don't know what's going on, but I'll let you know when they do because I'll put it in the title, right? If they're going to demonetize me, I'm going to turn advertising off altogether, so none of us make any money. All right, that seems fair to me. And then if you want to buy me a coffee, feel free to do so. Okay, so I'll let you know when they do it. Other than that, I'm misting up here this morning. Is it me or has it been hot the last couple of days? Woof! I tell you, I've been beached like a whale on the couch. For the geeks in the room, playing Baldur's Gate 3 at times. I'd have a go. It's a thing of beauty. It's a masterpiece. Absolute masterpiece. But anyway, enough of my gabbling on about nonsense. We've got today Suella Braverman. Yes, Suella. Who is come out and said something about what happened. A thing happened in Hebden Bridge. Now, for those of you that don't know, Hebden Bridge, right? How am I going to put this without sounding rude? Hebden Bridge is, shall we say, lesbian heavy. It's been known about for years. It's a lovely place. Glorious, Hebden Bridge in Yorkshire. But it's lesbian heavy. There's lots of lesbians out there, Cats and things. I'm kidding, right? Don't hurt me, right? So there's lots of lesbians out in Hebden Bridge. But there was this woman who's a pensioner of advancing years, I know the feeling, dear, all right, was taking a photograph of a sticker that was on a poster that came from the local LGBTQ plus nutters who call themselves Happy Valley Pride, apparently. You know Happy Valley? With that wonderful Sarah Derbyshire. No, it's Victoria Derbyshire, isn't it? No, Sarah Lancashire. That's a bad joke. Someone said it's cheesy. Oh, shut up. Right? This poor woman took a photograph and then the police popped round for a chat. I'm not kidding. They did. They popped round for a chat. You imagine that, a knock on the door. Who is it? And then this poor woman had to put up with this. The police at her doorstep. Because she took a photograph. It's just beyond the pale. Well, Braverman has opened her gob and said something. Well done, Suella. Thank you for saying something. Suella says, the case of pensioner quizzed over keep males out of women-only spaces sticker is an example of police straying into politically contentious matters. Now, the Home Secretary highlighted the episode involving a 73-year-old social worker as an example of police straying into politically contentious matters. Officers apparently questioned the woman in her own home after she stopped to take a photograph of the sticker in the street. What? It's absolutely insane. This poor woman. It had been placed onto a LGBTQ plus pride poster which had the slogan, "Stand by your trans." There's an irony that it's that song, isn't it? Oh, tell me when it. Sometimes it's impossible to be a woman. That's you lot, that is. Right? I shouldn't laugh. This poor woman, right? So, officers told the 73-year-old retired social worker she'd been identified from CCTV footage, right? So there's the bit you've got to get your head round. Some scrote from their local nutter group, the local gender nutters, have complained about this. So somebody saw her taking the photograph and complained. And the police have gone, God, really? There's been a sticker in. Really? Okay, what we'll do is we'll expend police time looking at CCTV footage. Oh, can you tell us exactly when it happened? Yeah, I've got it on my phone. I'll give you the exact time. And then they've gone to the CCTV. And they've identified the woman on the CCTV, then identified who she is and gone round and found her. Now, how did they do that? How do they know who she was? Interesting, isn't it? The woman told the Mail on Sunday she was in a state of shock. I imagine you were, madam. I imagine you were. When officers arrived at her door, the incident happened in Hebden Bridge in West Yorkshire, the setting for the BBC crime drama Happy Valley. Right, okay, with, as I said, the wonderful, wonderful Sarah Lancashire. That was such a good series. Heart in mouth a lot of the time, you know? And shocks and horrors. If you haven't seen it, my God, you're missing out. The beating in episode 2 is just distressing beyond belief. But it's still a good series, right? It's about a no-nonsense woman called Catherine Coward. It comes after fury over police forces' failures to send officers to investigate burglaries and other serious crimes are happy to go and talk to this woman. Last night, the woman who said she stopped to take a photo with her phone because she agreed with the message that transgender women who were born male, they aren't women of any kind. That men who were born men, right, should not be allowed into women-only spaces such as changing rooms. Primarily, I would say, because they're men, right? She did not share the image on social media and only took the photo to show her to her partner when she got home. But several days later, while she was caring for her seriously ill female partner, 2 uniformed officers from West Yorkshire Police came calling. That's the LGBT alphabet soup nut jobs, right? Look at them, right? Targeting a lesbian, a 73-year-old lesbian. That's who they're targeting. They can't stand us, can they? They can't stand gays and lesbians. They look at and all that lot. They can't stand us. Nut jobs. Absolute nut jobs. The sticker had been placed onto an LGBT plus pride poster, which had the slogan "Stand by Your Trans." Officers told the 73-year-old retired social worker she'd been identified from CCTV. She then says they gave me a long lecture about the sensitivity of the issue and how something like this could cause harassment and alarm to the community. So what? So what? So what? It is our job as people to alarm and harass others. Right? That's the job. How do you ever learn anything unless you're alarmed and harassed? Right? You're either surprised, in which case, oh, I never knew that. Or you're jolted out of your your bubble of sort of, you know, being you when somebody says something hard and tough and you go, bloody hell, really? Oh my God. Right? See, this is what safe spaces do. They make people idiots, right? Who then think that somebody photographing a sticker causes harassment and alarm. What are the police doing? Making up as they go along is what they're doing. The pensioner, she then said they were investigating it as a hate crime. Well, I don't see any crime, do you? What's the crime? Bending over in public as a lesbian. Is that what the crime was? This poor woman. The pensioner, who insisted that she didn't put the sticker on the poster, said she believed she was reported to the police by the community group Happy Valley Pride, which had put up a Stand By Your Trans poster on an A-board outside the town hall in March. Why? How were they allowed to do that? Did they have planning permission? What do you want to stand by a trans for? If you're a short woman, you'd look ridiculous. Or if you're a short woman, they'd look ridiculous. That's it. That's the plan. That's the new strategy. All short women stand by a trans. Make them look ridiculous. Happened before, hasn't it? On podiums and places, you know, where they've stolen women's sports. Accolades, innit? Yeah, we've already done that, haven't we? The group knew the woman's identity when she previously wrote to them with her concerns about women being allowed into single-sex spaces. So she wrote a letter saying, listen, I've got a concern. And they find any excuse to get the police to go and bother her because she bent over as a lesbian in public and photographed a sticker. This is Britain we're talking about, right? This is Britain. Don't blame me. Don't shoot the messenger. The woman who said she complained to West Yorkshire Police about her treatment. West Yorkshire Police, you really need to get me in. I'll come and talk to you for an hour. You want to get this right? I'll come and talk to you for an hour. He asked not to be named. She didn't want to be named over fear of a reprisal from online trolls and activists. I can understand that perfectly. I think they wanted to correct my thinking. She added, they are getting involved in a very divided and toxic debate. She's talking about the police here. But it's not their role to arbitrate political disagreements. I felt as if they were trying to gag a dissenting voice by harassing me in my own home. The police log, which she obtained via a data access request, stated that they had given her words of advice regards the harassment and alarm that the sticker could potentially cause the community. Jesus. This is East Germany stuff, isn't it? This is real, you know, real fascism, isn't it? It's fascism. This is how it works. Are talking to that individual who we know is a gay? It's just how it works, isn't it? Here, have this pink triangle. It's how it works. These nasty, nasty little men. So, Suella on X, formerly known as Twitter, we all have to say that now. It's like the bloke Prince, didn't he, when he became a sign. It's just a sign. You know, that's semantically very clever. Very clever. I saw what you did there, Prince. Right? Posting on the X social media site, Miss Braverman said, "This is exactly what I have in mind when writing to police chiefs and commissioning the at HMICFRS review over forced straying into political contentious matters." Read the rest for yourself. It's in the Dubras, right? Is that right, Suella? Is it great? Okay, that's exactly what you mean. Good. If it's exactly what you mean, what do you need a bloody investigation for? If it's exactly what you mean, why are you waiting for another report? When we have a report on the report of the report, it's pure thick of it, isn't it? Or yes, Minister. Can we have a report on the report about the report? Oh, have you reported on the report? I have. Have you got another report there? I have. Right, okay, how many reports have we got now? 1,408. Okay, you started number 1. I'll see you in 2028. It's like years ago, right? Lord Longford, who was an amazing man. I mean, a man of incredible strength, but unfortunately got completely fooled by Myra Hindley when he represented prisoners and always represented the most downtrodden. He was an incredibly decent and Christian man. Was given by Harold Wilson the task of writing a report on pornography, which took him 2 years. And when he took it back to Wilson, Wilson had only given it to get him out of the way. And Wilson forgot that he'd given it at all. He just stuck it in a cupboard. Meanwhile, poor old Longford had to trawl around porn shops and examine dildos. Government reports. We don't need a report, Suella. We just need an end to non-crime hate crimes. We need an end to the police involvement in any of this nonsense. And we need an end to the likes of Stonewall, the LGBT Foundation, and the LGBT... Was it the Confederation, Consolidation, Condensation? What is it? The LGBT Condensation. You know why it's called that? Because they're a bunch of drips. Okay, Suella. So if it's, if that's exactly what you mean, hurry up and legislate. Oh, and close the College of Policing. It might help the whole country. I'll see you later. Bye.